Hello everyone, and welcome back to Math and Maticians. Today, we're bringing you another video into the world of investing, with a company that's about as legendary as it gets, Vanguard. This isn't your typical Wall Street story. Vanguard was built different. It's a company that was built on a radical idea in the financial industry at the time, putting investors first. Before Vanguard came along, the financial world was a different place. High fees and complicated products ruled the day. Investing felt like a game rigged against the little guy. But then, in 1975, a guy named John Bogle came along and said, "Enough is enough." He founded Vanguard on a simple but powerful principle: low-cost investing for everyone. This wasn't just a business decision, it was a philosophy. Bogle believed that by lowering costs and simplifying investing, he could empower everyday people to grow their wealth. And guess what? He was right. So, how did Vanguard go from a radical idea to a financial giant? It's a fascinating journey that began with a visionary named John Bogle and a groundbreaking concept that would forever change the investment landscape. Well, it all started with that one revolutionary product, the index fund. This wasn't just any financial product, it was a game changer that democratized investing for the average person. See, before index funds, if you wanted to invest in the stock market, you had to rely on these hotshot stock pickers who charged a hefty fee for their supposed expertise. These active managers promised high returns, but often fell short, leaving investors with less money in their pockets. Bogle saw through that. He knew that most of these active fund managers couldn't actually beat the market consistently. He believed that there had to be a better way for people to grow their wealth without the high costs and risks associated with active management. So he created the first index fund for individual investors, which basically just tracked a broad market index like the S&P 500. This was a radical idea at the time, but it made perfect sense. By simply mirroring the market, investors could achieve solid returns without the high fees. This meant you could invest in the entire stock market at a fraction of the cost of traditional funds. Talk about a game changer. It opened up opportunities for everyday people to invest and grow their savings without needing to be financial experts. The financial world took notice. Vanguard's innovative approach started to gain traction, and people began to see the benefits of low-cost passive investing. Investors flocked to Vanguard's low-cost index funds, and the company's assets exploded. It wasn't just about saving money on fees, it was about a new way of thinking about investing. Vanguard's success proved that you didn't need fancy strategies or high fees to win in the investing game. The company's growth was a testament to the power of simplicity and the effectiveness of index investing. Sometimes keeping it simple is the smartest move of all. Vanguard's journey from a radical idea to a financial giant is a powerful reminder that innovation, when done right, can truly transform an industry. Now, you might be thinking, okay, John Bogle started it all, but what about after that? What happened to Vanguard after its visionary founder set the wheels in motion? Did the company stay true to its original mission, or did it lose its way like so many others? Well, Vanguard's commitment to its founding principles didn't end with Bogle. In fact, it only grew stronger. The company has remained steadfast in its dedication to providing low-cost, high-quality investment options for its clients. Each leader who followed in his footsteps, from F. William McNabb III to Mortimer J. Buckley, has carried the torch of low-cost, investor-focused investing. They have each brought their unique strengths and perspectives to the table, ensuring that Vanguard continues to innovate and lead in the financial industry. These leaders haven't been afraid to make tough choices, to stand up for what they believe in, even when it meant going against the grain of Wall Street. They have consistently demonstrated a willingness to challenge the status quo and prioritize the needs of their investors above all else. They've consistently prioritized long-term value for investors over short-term profits, and that's a big reason why Vanguard has earned such a stellar reputation. This long-term focus has allowed Vanguard to build trust and loyalty among its clients, who know that their best interests are always at the forefront of the company's decisions. It's not just about the CEOs either. The entire organization, from top to bottom, is committed to the same principles. This shared vision and dedication are what make Vanguard truly unique in the financial world. Vanguard has cultivated a culture of integrity and service throughout its ranks. This culture is evident in every interaction, whether it's a customer service representative answering a client's question, or a financial advisor providing personalized investment advice. From the folks answering your questions on the phone to the analysts managing billions of dollars, there's a shared sense of purpose: to empower investors and help them achieve their financial goals. This unwavering commitment to their clients' success is what sets Vanguard apart and ensures its continued leadership in the industry. Now let's talk numbers for a second. Remember how we said Vanguard's assets exploded? We weren't kidding. As of 2024, Vanguard manages trillions of dollars in assets. That's more money than the GDP of most countries. But here's the thing. Vanguard's size isn't about bragging rights. It's about leverage. The bigger Vanguard gets, the more it can flex its muscles to negotiate even lower fees from fund managers and other service providers. And you know what that means? Even more savings passed on to investors. It's a beautiful cycle of low costs driving growth, which in turn drives even lower costs. So we know Vanguard is all about low-cost investing, but what exactly does that look like in action? Let's dive deeper into their strategies and see how they make it work for investors. Well, it all starts with index funds. These funds are designed to track the performance of a specific market index, like the S&P 500. By doing so, they offer a diversified portfolio that spreads risk across many different companies. These bad boys are the bread and butter of the Vanguard portfolio, and for good reason. They provide a simple, cost-effective way to invest in the market without having to pick individual stocks. Index funds are like the all-star team of the investing world. They bring together the best and brightest companies, giving investors a solid foundation for their portfolios. They offer broad market exposure, low costs, and they're built for the long haul. This means investors can benefit from the overall growth of the market over time without having to constantly buy and sell individual stocks. But Vanguard doesn't stop there. They understand that different investors have different needs and preferences. They've got options for everyone, from active management for those who want a more hands-on approach. Active management involves a team of experts making strategic decisions to try and outperform the market, to robo-advisory services for those who prefer to set it and forget it. Robo-advisors use algorithms to create and manage a diversified portfolio based on your risk tolerance and investment goals. Oh, and did we mention sustainable investing? Vanguard offers a range of funds that focus on companies with strong environmental, social, and governance (ESG) practices. Yeah, Vanguard's got that too. These funds allow investors to support companies that are making a positive impact on the world. They've got a whole suite of funds that let you align your investments with your values, whether you're passionate about the environment, social justice, or corporate governance. With Vanguard, you can build a portfolio that reflects your personal beliefs and goals, all while benefiting from their expertise and low-cost approach. Here's where things get really interesting. Vanguard has a unique structure that sets it apart from most other financial institutions. You see, Vanguard is owned by its clients. That's right, the investors themselves. This client-owned structure means that Vanguard's interests are directly aligned with yours, if you are an investor. There are no outside shareholders to please or quarterly profit targets to hit. The focus is solely on providing the best possible experience and outcomes for their investors. This ownership structure also plays a big role in keeping costs low. Since Vanguard doesn't have to answer to Wall Street, it can reinvest any profits back into the company to further lower expenses and improve services for its investors. It's a win-win situation. Now, it hasn't always been smooth sailing for Vanguard. Like any successful company, they've faced their fair share of challenges and controversies over the years. As Vanguard's influence has grown, so too has the scrutiny from regulators and competitors. Some critics argue that Vanguard's dominance in the index fund market gives it too much power and could stifle competition. Others have raised concerns about the potential risks associated with passive investing, particularly during periods of market volatility. However, Vanguard has consistently addressed these challenges head-on, engaging in open dialogue with regulators and proactively addressing concerns raised by investors and industry experts. They've also maintained their commitment to transparency, providing clear and concise information about their fees, investment strategies, and overall business practices. There's no denying that Vanguard has had a profound impact on the financial industry. Their unwavering focus on low costs has forced the entire industry to become more competitive, leading to lower fees and greater transparency across the board. That's a win for investors everywhere. Moreover, Vanguard has played a pivotal role in democratizing investing, making it more accessible and affordable for millions of people. Their commitment to investor education and their user-friendly platform have empowered countless individuals to take control of their financial futures. Vanguard's influence extends far beyond its own bottom line. Their success story has inspired a new generation of fintech companies and investment platforms that are challenging the status quo and finding innovative ways to serve investors. One of the things that truly sets Vanguard apart is its unwavering dedication to investor education. They understand that well-informed investors are better equipped to make sound and confident financial decisions. That's why they offer a wealth of free resources, including articles, calculators, webinars, and more, and even one-on-one financial counseling sessions. Vanguard's commitment to accessibility goes beyond just providing information to its users. They've also made their platform incredibly user-friendly, even for those who are completely new to investing. With its intuitive design and straightforward tools, Vanguard makes it easy for anyone to open an account, choose investments, and track their financial progress effortlessly. As we look to the future of investing, one thing is clear: Vanguard will continue to be a driving force in the industry. Their unwavering commitment to low costs, investor education, and innovation has earned them a loyal following and positioned them for continued success. While the financial landscape may evolve, Vanguard's core values will remain constant. They'll continue to champion the needs of everyday investors, providing them with the tools and resources they need to achieve their financial goals. So, whether you're just starting out on your investing journey or you're a seasoned pro, remember the lessons of Vanguard. Keep it simple, focus on the long term, and never underestimate the power of low costs. Thank you so much for tuning into our investigation of Vanguard. Please do not forget to like the video if you liked what we had to say, comment if you have anything to add or share, and please subscribe to the channel because it immensely helps us grow. Thanks again, and until next time, stay calculating, my friends.